money is the hard reality of life. Some love for it, some die for it, some use it well, some waste it, most fight for it, but most desire it. Let's realize the reality of life. But I have learned one thing in life, that money cannot be an end to itself. Right? And money has got 5 crore good things. It's got only one very, very, very big, bad thing. You can't take it with you. At the age of 50, for a man who smokes 25 cigarettes a day and drinks 6 packs of whiskey a day, doesn't exercise, eats like a pig, limited life. So at the age of 50, I think for 25 years, I have fought day and night to earn this money. What is it going to mean for me? What am I going to do for it? What is it going to mean for my children beyond a certain level? And money crosses generations, countries, cultures, religion, right? And they say in Hindi, कि ज़र, ज़मीन और जायदाद हर झगड़े का जड़ है. But then I think, every rose comes with a thorn. So money is a cause of dispute. Money is a cause of a lot of evil. But I think it's, in the end, something one should desire. Money means wealth. Wealth may mean power. I have only one adjective in life. I think a lot of time when I think about money for myself, I think I have far lesser wealth than people think, but far more than I need. Wealth also has a purpose in life. And then I think, but then I have come to one conclusion, that as long as I use the right means to earn the wealth that I want or the money I want, I have the legitimate right to desire, fight and have the ambition to earn the greatest wealth of the world, provided I don't use means which I don't think are correct, and I don't want to, I don't want to trespass on anybody's means and comment on anybody's means, but using the means my conscience allows. I think that's most important. It's also caused a lot of envy and misdeeds, which I would like to avoid. When I was a child, I was the son of I was from a middle class family. I had very rich friends. My father taught me, always aspire, never envy. So if you meet somebody who's rich or more powerful or better, always aspire, but don't envy. Because envy causes anger, envy causes disputes, right? What else can I say about money? I can tell you it attracts a lot of young women of all ages, but they are not of the desirable kind, right? I'm telling you from experience. Right. Also, I want to tell you the experiences with my dad, that he was concerned only about one thing in life, that what do I do with my wealth? He was a middle class man. I lived with him until he was alive. He never used to live in my house. I used to live in his house. Right? And he was never concerned how much wealth I had. He was only concerned about one thing. How much charity do I give? Right? When I became rich and he came to know for the first time, he called me and he said, "पैसा है नया नहीं, नए पैसे की गर्मी बहुत है." New money makes you elated, but he says, he told me increasing expenses is very easy, but reducing them is very difficult. But he says, dena or daan. He said, if someone comes at your door and puts his hand, whether you give him 100 or you give him lakh, never let anybody who comes to your door go empty-handed. And always donate. When he came to know I'm on the 4th list of billionaires, he called me and he said, "Son," he always used to speak to Hindi, but I am very, very happy that you are in that list. But aren't you shameful that you have $1 billion and you do $2 billion of charity? Go and die in a pail of water. That's what he told me. He never needed my wealth. No, but when you come to the question that how does it feel rich to be in a poor country? I don't think India is a poor country. We are very rich in culture, we are rich in food, We are rich in so many, I think very, very rich in resources. We are very, very rich in thought. We are very rich in our film industry. Right? After America, I don't think any country in the world has the industry that we have. So I don't feel guilty at all. What I think Churchill said that equality of mankind is a myth. Equality of opportunity is a possibility. So I think as a rich man, we should work to ensure that all Indians get better opportunities. And I can say that I would not have had this wealth if this country had not prospered. When I went to the stock market in 1985, this index was 120. Today the index is 20,000. It's up 200 times, which is a reflection of the growth and prosperity of this country. If that prosperity had not come, I would never have been as rich as I am today. I also feel very happy and lucky that I lived in the I worked in the post-liberalization generation of 91. And I think India is now starting its second path of liberalization, right? And it is this liberalization which has allowed people to generate wealth. You see so many young billionaires in India. And a lot of people are unhappy about the fact that India has more entrepreneurs than China, more billionaires than China. But it's a reflection of the fact that India promotes private enterprise. I can tell you there is far lesser crony capitalism in India than there is in China. So I think the only way out of poverty is to create growth, and I think we'll have the best growth through liberalization. Let's not worry how the cake is getting divided. Let us first worry how large the cake is. The moment the cake gets large, economics and history tells us it gets divided. Marx was a true visionary when he said that you will achieve capitalism through the means of communism. And you'll be shocked to know that which are the countries in the world which have the highest per capita income, the highest rate of taxes, and the highest rate of social welfare. I don't know if you know which countries they are. Can anybody tell me? It's Scandinavia. And the highest level of sexual promiscuity, where 70% babies are born out of wedlock. So you have truly achieved socialism with the highest level of social welfare through capitalism. Right? So I wish, let us all Indians work to make a much larger cake than what we have. Will I ever stop working if I have 10 times the wealth I have? I won't. Let me tell you, I'm still a middle class man. I value every paisa I spend. Right? And it is, they say, when you pursue a woman, the hunt is far better than the kill. I think it's the same about money. That the enjoyment in earning it is far greater than the wealth itself. What has well done to me? It has allowed me, instead of Maruti, to travel in a Mercedes. Instead of living in a 1,000 square feet flat, I live in a 5,000 square feet flat. Instead of smoking, say, 4 square cigarettes, I smoke India drink cigarettes. Instead of drinking Diplomat Kerala, I drink Blue Label whiskey. Beyond that, it's not made much difference to my life. I like to holiday in India. Right? So what is greater wealth going to mean to you? I also feel that the giver of wealth is God. Don't forget that. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is not Rakesh Jhunjhunwala because he's Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is Rakesh Jhunjhunwala because he has the grace of God and the blessing of elders. Never forget that in life. And all adjectives in life, beauty, power, hunger, wealth, happiness, are all temporary and transient. Lala's beauty can be transient, my wealth can be transient. Right? So when the giver is God, he also puts a duty on us that this wealth and money be used for good social purpose. I don't think that giving is giving. Giving is duty. Right? And I have concluded, today I give 25% of my income to charity. In 2020, either $1 billion or 25% of my wealth, whichever is lesser, I am going to give in charity. Because the giver of wealth is God. I say, God, give me the power to give. Because He gives the wealth and He gives the power to give. I know what else can I say? Money has a purpose and a responsibility. I hope you can hear me. Right? One thing I said, don't get emotional about money. Making the first million is very difficult. The next million is not so difficult. The third one is even easier, right? And See, what you do with money is important, but what money does to you is most important. Let it not change you as a human. Let it change your attitude to your friends, to your family, to the people with whom you have grown up. And one thing I can tell you, that the things money can buy are important, but the things money can't buy are the most important in the world: integrity, love, happiness, wealth. So I know what else to say. Strive for it, fight for it, right? Use fair means. Love, don't love for it, right? And I will end by saying that I don't know, everybody covets what he doesn't want, doesn't have. So there are now in life far greater things I covet more than money, especially health. And I pray to God, God has given me everything that I've had in life. Wealth, success, good wife, children, good friends, right? Titles, prize 1,000, everything God has done. I wish He gives me good health. And, never forget that money is a means to an end. It's not an end. What else can I say? I can now invite some questions. Thank you.